half possum, half cat. They call it a wolf cat. I'm not sure how it's said. Lykai, I think. Lykai, I think. It's a wolf cat. I haven't seen any documentation of these other than a couple of pictures that aren't really good quality online. And a lot of people are not sure if they exist. Apparently there's not any real proof. Well, here's the proof. That's a half possum, half cat. You can notice in his body style that it's not exactly as we know cats to be. It's got some markings on it and some, I call it bleach. I'm not sure if he's a boy or girl. I guessed he's a boy, but just because how he acts, but he may not be. But you can see his fluffiness in his face. So I thought he got into a chemical spill, so I called him bleach. I had a possum living under the house that was coming out and eating the cat's food. And I started to wonder how they were getting along. I figured they would fight. And I just had a surge of intuition, just a moment of insight that made me realize that may be a possum. So I Googled it, and it said the bush people, or hillbillies, had attested to the fact that cats and possums will occasionally procreate. And they're still living under the house. The possum is living with his family of cats. They've had a lot of kittens, but they've had to eat some, sadly, because they didn't have a lot of food. And I had only planned to have one cat. I didn't plan to breed them or anything. Before I knew it, I had a mess of them. There's some kittens under the house too, I believe. There's a few left. But if you notice his coloration and the way he moves is very much like a possum. But the cat genes are dominant. And so the possum doesn't really show up much other than in the way that he prowls. And there's some markings on the tail, his discoloration, and the fluffiness of his beard. At first I just thought he was a strange cat, and then I thought he got into a chemical spill or something because of the colorings on him. But believe it or not, that's a wolf cat. Half possum, half cat. His dad is a possum. His mom is a cat. He's wild. He won't let me pet him, or I would try to get him up here near. He's very interesting. His emotions, his movements, his eyes. He's very pretty. He moves in a strange way. I wish he would get up and move for you. He moves in a strange way. Oh, there he goes. Look at it. See how he moves? He moves like a possum. A wolf cat is what they call them, because they prowl like a wolf, and they also have little howlings. They howl like a wolf a little bit too. They have a strange noise that they make at night usually, and it sounds a lot like a wolf. That's a half possum, half cat. Believe it or not. See how he acts? He's funny. Anyway, there you have it. A Lakai, or a wolf cat. A half possum, half cat.